Hello everyone to my first ever episode recorded after, well, I mean in the past I guess, or in the future, it depends how you look at it. Long story short, I was having some, issues, I want to say, during my recording of these parts. Essentially, I didn't want to start the FRIEZA saga too late into a video. Essentially, I didn't want it to seem almost clickbaity, like, oh, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot FRIEZA saga, and it not be. It was just a bunch of filler. So, long story short, in this episode, it's just going to be what I cut from my previous episode, re-uploaded, for you to essentially be with me through the whole story. So this is going to be part 7.5, and all that's essentially going to cover is essentially just side missions over here with well, I guess side missions. It's a main mission that I had to cut due to, well, the video length ended up becoming like 2 hours, and I didn't see the point in having a 2-hour video leading up to the FRIEZA saga, because to me that's I would deem it clickbaiting. Dragon Ball Z Part 8 FRIEZA saga, but then there was an hour of build up to it. I just don't feel right uploading that. But enough. Well, what some people would say, making excuses. I am going to still upload this video. It is going to be as 7.5, so it's a video that you can skip, and all it is going to take, take on is a side mission. Well, I think it's two side missions and a main, and the main mission where we'll be meeting Launch, one of my favourite characters. She's got like a very, very stereotypical Boston accent. But she's got this whole thing where when she sneezes, her personality changes. Oh, this is another reason I had to cut cut this and make it into its own episode. In part 8, you'll hear me moan about this. There's no other way of saying it. But it's like these side things, they were happening like every 5 minutes in the original video I had recorded today. And it's just not on, really. I don't, again, want you to be sat there through loads of bulky side stuff where you've come here for the main story. You've not come here for, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot side mission 400 or something, or Dragon Ball Z Kakarot robot fight, like 400. But without further ado, we'll get into the side missions and launch. Yeah. There we go. This video will probably be the shortest one I've ever made, if it goes as planned. Because all this video is going to cover is 2 side missions and the launch mission leading up to episode 8, which should hopefully be about 15 minutes tops. Last thing I want to do is push this too high, which is why I'm actually commentating through the little mini cutscene type of thing there, and just trying to give them my all, really, as soon as I can, instead of pacing myself and making sure I'm dodging everything. I just want to get this done, essentially. But they've got that little annoying thing where they spin their tail and it'll hit you even if you're hitting them. Yeah, it's so I mean, I'm recording this straight after part 8. The commentary might be really off, and well, I mean, you'll have to stay tuned and watch part 8 to find out why. I keep umming as well. Something I've not done for a couple of videos now. All I'm gonna say is this game has got some things I would tweak, and it's took me this far into the game to find out what them parts would be. But other than that, I mean, I've had a very enjoyable experience. I know so far the views have been quite good as well, so I'm assuming a lot of people are coming to check out the game before they go and get it themselves, which is understandable. You've got to be that cautious when it comes to modern day releases. With the way that the industry works, a lot of game developers these days are releasing half-finished games, and a lot of people are buying them without realizing, so...
Thank you so much!
What now?
Okay.
Copy that! Huh? No!
Yes!
Oh no! Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, so that's them done. Those are 3 tech-based community emblems for you to go and whack on Bulma when you unlock her. Because I was right, it is Bulma who's the community leader. I mean, there's no major shock there. I mean, we all knew it was coming. I've got to stop saying it's the breathlessness after my little rage mode after the episode 8, but it's a tough one. It's
Quit jerking me around.
there you go. There's her typical Boston accent.
Please, don't do this.
You'll hear it.
Let's see. Blue hair, same outfit that Master Roshi described. That's probably Launch. Looks like she's arguing with some people.
You punks are messing with the wrong girl here. I said fork it over, so fork it over. You hear me?
Well, it's just...
What's going on?
Guess I'm just gonna have to pump you rats full of lead then.
Uh-oh. Launch is in trouble. Stop!
Huh?
Oh, of course they dodge it. Oh man, they're very unpredictable with their Ki Blast. Thankfully they don't do a lot of damage, but you know, I am very, very low on health right now, which isn't great. I hate the small radius of Masenko sometimes. Oh, come on. I really thought I had him stunned for a little bit there. Sadly not. Okay. Meteor Sledge, and then you've got the Masenko afterwards. This guy is really annoying, so we'll get rid of him as soon as possible. No, I mean, this little side video is something I might have to start doing for all of the side missions to keep the videos short, as you'll soon find out. Part 8 ended up becoming like a 1 hour, 20-minute video, which is something I really want to avoid, considering the longer videos are... people are less likely to watch them. It's just... as much as I would love to sit here and bring you through the entire game in a single day, I could do that. I could very easily do that, but it would end up being massive, massive videos nobody would want to watch. And as much as it kind of sucks to, you have to admit it, the whole point of me... well, no, I wouldn't say the whole point, because I think I say this in part 8, I'm really enjoying this more like a hobby than I am like a job, because... you know, that's what this is to me. It's me giving people who have a same or similar hobby to me, which is gaming, the opportunity to experience these new releases. You know, coming from a situation where I never used to be able to afford every new release that come out, and I pretty much still can't, but, you know, back then, my whole source of this entertainment to keep up with everything was through watching YouTube, which is where obviously you know, my love for the platform and me wanting to release content comes from.
You kind of sort of remind me of Goku.
But yeah, coming from that situation myself, where I had to keep up with the new releases, to speak to my friends and everything through watching them, this is why I've made this channel. It's to give back to the community that helped me get through and keep up with things.
How do you know my dad?
Which is a really sentimental... I didn't mean to get into this like sentimental like ramble here.
What the hell are you doing here?
But it's like,
Uzo stole my map.
for me to be able to keep doing this, I am going to have to be trying to depend on views, subscribers and likes and so on, which is why I'm so forefront with the whole please, and this is like a PA right now, like please leave comments on my videos. Any improvement I can make to improve your viewing greatly helps me, not only on a personal level, because I know I'm doing the best for you guys, but it also ensures this channel has a future on the platform. It's
Did you really?
it's all I can really gauge off of is dislikes and likes, as well as comments. You know, my social media handles are in the description of my videos. However, I can't put an exact link for some reason. It won't let me do that.
I wasn't thinking.
Wait,
But
you're not.
yeah, the whole reason I've gone out of my way to well, I don't say out of my way in that, you know, in the sense, but I've come back to do this video so you guys can experience the full game.
It's complicated, kid.
So if I have to do this from now on for other videos, I'll do it. Like, I want you guys to see the most of this game and everything it has to offer. So I'm more than willing to go back and be like, oh, here's part 6.5, you know, part 5.5, where it's side quests done in that video.
Bunch of no good chumps. Whatever. At least I got my map back.
Sorry for butting in like that.
Whatever. I'm over it. As long as I got this map, I could finally figure out where he lives. He keeps jumping all over the place for his training. I've been chasing nothing but rumors till now.
Oh, I see.
Now this time, I'm gonna make sure he falls in love with me. Hold on tight, buddy. I'm coming for you.
Oh, there she goes. I guess I better head back and let Master Roshi know what happened.
Okay, so head back to Kame House. Press the wrong thing. Yeah, yeah, no, that's essentially the only message I wanted to put in this. But you know, the whole reason I do what I'm doing is to give to you guys, and I want to make sure that I can provide the best experience possible. So feedback, even if it's like, oh, you know, this sucks, delete your channel, even if that's the extent that you go to, I know that something's clearly upset you, and I can change that. Try not to speak over the cutscenes. But this is a sub video, I'll call it.
Ran off somewhere.
What are you talking about? Launch came back not too long ago.
Huh? Wait, but
Oh, did someone call for me?
what?
Oh, you must be the boy Master Roshi's been talking about. You're Goku's son, right? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Launch.
You're Launch? But the woman I met before had blonde hair.
Oh, that's the other me. People tell me my personality changes whenever I sneeze. And my hair turns blonde, I guess.
She goes Super Saiyan when she sneezes, essentially.
Personality changes.
Yeah, she switches from ditzy Goku when she's blue hair to Vegeta when she's gone yellow.
Hard to believe, right? I think it might be some sort of condition I have.
That might actually be the best way to describe it.
The nicest way to describe it.
Ah, I remember. That's what I forgot to tell you earlier.
Oh, how convenient.
Sorry about that.
I really hope the other me didn't cause you too much trouble. She can be a bit harsh sometimes.
She sounds like she's got the same voice actor as, or actress, actor, however you want to go about it. But she sounds like she's got the same voice as Pyrrhanikos or something. I think it's Pyrrhanikos from Ruby,
Just surprised to see you here.
which
since
is an
you
anime
said
by
something
Rooster
about
Teeth.
going
The
to
first
look
few
for
seasons
someone.
I absolutely adored. Not really a fan of it these days, but
Right. When I came to, I was near West City and I had no clue what was going on.
Sounds a bit like Nora from the same show as well, but I'm definitely hearing Pyrrha.
So I decided to come here.
I see.
Oh, I know. Why don't I cook something nice as a thank you for dealing with the other me? It's the least I could do. I've been wanting to try out a few recipes for a while now.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. We can all eat together.
Okay.
Kind of wish you got 2 different tokens for her, a blonde one which would help with your fighting, and then the blue-haired one for food. Okay, Krillin, yep. Okay, he's, yep. Okay, talk to Chi-Chi. Wrong button. I think it's now I'm going to realise just how much I actually cut from my last episode. I cut a hell of a lot of stuff from last episode. Most of it was just because there was so many encounters that I just wasn't happy putting out the video, because I mean part 8, which is the start of the FRIEZA saga, is an hour and 15 minutes long so far, and I don't know whether I'm done editing it yet. I'm still going to give it another scan through. But the one that this video was originally supposed to be was a good for like 50 to like 40 to 50 minutes long, and that would have made a 2-hour video of most of it just being this. Which I didn't really want to put you guys through the pain of having to watch that, I think there is another side mission coming up, I think, anyway.
Oh, Gohan, back already? That's so.
Okay.
Yeah, so we push on through the story here.
After a fierce showdown with the Saiyans, the Earth was safe once again. But that safety came at a hefty price. The Dragon Balls, the only hope of bringing back those who had lost their lives, were gone. Thanks to what Vegeta said, however, Gohan and the others learned of more Dragon Balls on Kami's homeworld, planet Namek. After they had found Kami's old spaceship, Gohan and the others made preparations for their long, arduous trip to Namek.
I really wish I could use one of them as a thumbnail. One of them screenshots.
Hello? Oh, hi, Bulma.
Gohan, is that you? Oh, perfect. You're just the person I wanted to talk to. So listen, it's about the spaceship.
The spaceship? Are you sure you want to talk to me about that?
Yep. If you've got some time, do you think you could meet me here at Capsule Corps in West City?
Oh, sure. I'll be there soon. What could she want to talk about? I guess I'd better head to Capsule Corporation to find out.
Holding out for hope on planet Namek.
There we go. If I remember, there's a side mission outside the door off of Ox King.
She
Yep.
wanted to talk to me specifically. Hello?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey there.
See, this is the type of thing I didn't want to leave you guys behind on, Yep. So I've got to go and get carrots. And I remember it gives you no indication as to where you can find carrots. And in my run through, I believe on my way back, the original run through, so the one that part 8 will follow up directly off, I end up spending all of my zenny on healing items because I have none right now on me. And I started to notice in fights it was really getting to the point where healing items were essential, you know? And yeah, it's a strange one, because on my original run through of this mission I end up flying around for like a good 20 minutes trying to find carrots, which isn't great because I've not even spoke to Chi-Chi yet, but I guess I can get this done either way. You need beast meat and carrots for this mission, and I didn't have any carrots. I don't know what this is, but we'll collect it. Shenron plush, that's really cute. Alright, 2 carrots there.
Free to browse.
Yeah, 3,000 zenny. 2 of them. Can't remember whether you needed onions or not, so we'll get 2 of them. Perfect.
Come back real soon.
And this is what I mean, like I can do side missions a lot more, you know, relaxed, and I don't have to worry too much about including everything, and you know, I don't have to panic about time if I do them as side things, like side videos. It's a whole lot easier. I can't put into words how much easier it is if I break up the series like this. Obviously then it gets confusing with 0.5s and so on like that in video titles, but I think if I was to stick to this pattern it'd be so much easier for people to tell what I mean by like a 7.5 and so on. It almost makes me want to go back and reshoot my second episode, because in my second episode there's a whole side mission area that I forgot to do because I wasn't like actually stood on the floor when I was next to the people, so I thought that I couldn't do the side mission, like I didn't have access to it. I keep accidentally pressing B when I'm on them. No, this side mission really expands on, you know, the build up to the FRIEZA saga and everything, and just how much of a connection Chi-Chi has with her kids.
Huh? Hi.
What?
Huh? Sure, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, remember there was a picture there. I think I might have already collected that picture.
Might be hungry.
But for anybody who's not seen it, there's a picture here of a young Chi-Chi, so you can collect that for the collectibles. It's going to be so much easier to get this done now that I have the carrots on me already. So we speak to him. He offers to go and get the onions and everything, so I think it's just the beast meat.
Hey there.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
Okay.
Okay. Gather the ingredients, report back to Ox King. Yep, there we go.
Hi.
Yup. Hey there.
Huh?
Nah.
What?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Oh, well.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this whole time, her like motherly instincts were, you know, worrying about him not being able to, you know, have her food or her cooking or anything when he's in space. Oh god, that weird head turn.
Delicious.
It's like something out of The Exorcist. Yeah, so here she just discusses with him that she's concerned about him, and that she has a hunch he's not going to enjoy being up there. Which, again, you know, these small things here build up on the characters and their personalities. Now, I'm skipping through the text rather fast, but you can slow the video down if you'd like. But I said this video should only be 15 minutes tops. It's already 25 minutes, and I know there's another side mission I gotta do, so... Right, yep, so there's that one. You can't access the world map while you're inside a house. Instantly, come on, world map, yep. Just trying to blitz through these side missions so that you guys can watch them if you want to. And I'm going to put it in this episode's title, Part 7.5, Side Quests, you know? Oh man, I love the loading screens for this game. I mean, Dodoria right there, that little silhouette. He's the whole reason why episode 8 is so long. His fight took it out of me to the point I am not recording another episode after this today. I really planned on it, but I just cannot put myself through that. I mean, the commentary on this is going to be terrible. I know it is. I'm still uploading it though, so you guys don't miss a single step of this story. You know, I feel like it's really, really smart and good idea to have this whole, you know, you experience the build-up of characters. Here we go.
Stop!
What?
Stop!
Okay.
Thank you!
Honestly, so helpful being able to fly. So yeah, this mission was another one that was rather long because you have to follow Yamcha around for a good maybe 5-10 minutes. I might even cut out some of these cutscenes. We'll just see how it seems.
See ya!
No, I'm really enjoying doing this, not just as a, you know, as... I guess I could say, but I'm enjoying this more than just doing it as a wannabe content creator. I'm enjoying it so much as a hobby to be able to connect with people that I wouldn't normally be able to connect to, because having a look at my statistics, only 70% of my views come from the UK. It doesn't show me where the others are, but that's still interesting to see. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a lot of adult humour in this. Or at least that's what I gathered from that. Yeah, so far the game's been fantastic. It really has. I'd say something otherwise in Part 8, I believe. It's just one of them momentary, like, oh, I'm really annoyed, this, and this has annoyed me, so let's just slam it. But there is some things that I would tweak in the game. The whole reason I'm having to cut this episode, and, well, cut all of this out and make it into its own episode, sorry, is because of the side encounters. There's so many of them robots just flying around, and they're hard to avoid. It says that you can just fly into them, but I've done that and it's caused the fight instead of it just breaking them or whatever. These guys.
Hey!
This is definitely going to be a half an hour long video, which I didn't want to do as it's a side video. All I can say is I know a few people that have been waiting for this next episode to come out. Because a lot of people do message, well, I say a lot, but 2 or 3 of my regular viewers have messaged me on my Instagram, you know, just essentially giving me like a little heads up, like, of what I'm doing right, what I can do better on, and the things that they're enjoying the most out of the game. Because that's another thing I'd like to hear, is it's all well and good me sitting here going, oh, I love the combat in this game, but obviously everybody is subjective to their own opinion. And you know, if you don't enjoy the game, I'd love to hear what your take is on it. Like, why don't you enjoy the game? What do you want to change, and what would you have done differently if you created it? Like, you know, that's what I mean by saying I want to build a community with this channel. I want to build somewhere where people can just come here and, you know, let's say you had a bad day at work, you come home and you're like, oh, you know, nobody listens to you. Let's say nobody listens to you at work. You got a manager or a boss. You don't like them. They don't listen. Nobody really likes to take your opinions on. This is the place for you. You come here, you rant, you ramble, whatever. I'm just as guilty as you are at doing it, so you don't have to feel like you're an odd one out or anything. But yeah, that's the whole point of this channel. It's just supposed to be a nice little place. People can come see games that they might not otherwise see or get to play and so on. And on top of that, you know, you can be part of a community where you feel comfortable and safe to have your own opinions and discuss things like this. I'd love to see a discussion going on in the comments of this video as to whether you like the 0.5 types of videos or whether you think I'm wrong about the side encounters. The whole point of this this channel is for that.
Sorry.
That so that then there said Krillin said, "Oh, Gohan, you were looking for Poir too." Or I think it was Krillin saying, "Oh, Gohan, you were looking for Poir too," and then Gohan was put in the subtitles as, "You were looking for me too," and I think that was supposed to be Poir.
Damn.
Huh?
Gotcha.
I owe you one.
Sure.
There we go. So this is all the content that I had to cut. I mean, and as you can see, the video is already like 30-something minutes long, and I've not even done the outro. But thank you for pressing on the video, and please, this is a very... Oh, look at that. That's a collectible I missed on my original playthrough, so we'll grab it. Ah, see, now... That's why it's always good to double back around. I may even turn this into my actual main playthrough. But no, thank you for clicking on the video, even with the strange 7.5 thing going on. Please put in the comments whether you like that, whether you don't. I really need as much advice going forward as I can at the moment. Not going to drag this video out any longer. Thank you for clicking on, even if it's 2 seconds or the full video. I appreciate it. Please hit like or dislike depending on the experience that you had. Let me know in the comments anything I can improve on. And as always, take care.